We've just touched down to the Six Senses. Love to see it. The weather is glorious today. And if you walk through, we have just checked in, very kindly picked up a 100% cotton sweater. And you can see just over the mezzanine, you'll see it, they're setting up for the welcome dinner this evening. And we're just about to head to our room and check in.
No worries, I totally take care.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Delivering music to your room.
Amazing.
Our sustainable and local supporter store. And over here, if it wasn't an event, we have the orchard, which has garden. So we change the linen every 3 nights, but if you wish to be changed every day, you just have to place it on top of the bed.
Okay.
This over here is Spunky. If you wish to take him home, it does cost a fee, but only because all the money goes to our sanctuary of hedgehogs that we are supporting.
Oh my God.
That's why.
Oh, that's cute.
Every Six Senses has its
What's his name?
Spunky.
Nice.
And we have a hedgehog because we support a sanctuary of hedgehogs.
Oh.
The AC won't work if the windows are open.
Yeah.
And over here, my colleague was explaining about the light panels. It's easier.
These are our terrace views. Right, we are going to get unpacked. Lovely room.
Beautiful.
What wardrobe are you having? Left or right?
Put the doors open on.
Okay. And what sink are you having? Left or right?
Same one in front of it.
Yeah, oh, nice. Means I don't have to walk through your clutter to get to mine.
Exactly.
Very well thought through.
Plus, there's pluses and minuses to everything.
There is. We've just finished off getting dressed ahead of this evening's celebratory dinner here at the Six Senses. Really happy with this room. It's absolutely stunning. The views out there are incredible. But we're gonna go down now and meet up with a load of new people. I'm also going to be meeting Mimi and Alex for the first time. They're the guys that are hosting this whole event. They've taken over the whole of Six Senses. So I thought I'd quickly show you my outfit. I'm wearing my Canali linen shirt. I've got some Xenia white double pleated trousers on, and my espadrilles are from Aurelian. Very simple look this evening, and yeah, let's go enjoy the night ahead. So we're just about to go into our first talk, and I'll give you a little update when we get back to the room.
Basically, we're gonna make sex more sexy, and nature did everything it could to make sex the best thing on the planet. No one on the planet has sex like us. No one. No primate, no mammal, no nothing. Now from there, it's literally unleashed all its cleverness to invent things. I'm going to show you a few. There's plenty. I'm going to name them first, and then you can try in your mind right now to think what I'm talking about and how this is in a way linked to sex. We are the only primates having earlobes. We are the only primates having a long nose. We are the only primate that have female with breast. Are you with me at this point? What's happening here is that we're going to do this one very curious thing. We're going to bring copulation and something that I talked about before, sensuality, from the front.
You're talking about population growth?
Pardon me?
Population growth.
Copulation growth.
Can you explain what copulation is?
Yes. Is that copulation? Intercourse. So I didn't understand the question. The intercourse you're talking about.
Population growth.
You're copulating. Copulating.
Is that okay? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry about that.
Should we see if people can move?
There's much more space and that's it.
Yeah, there's more space. Yeah.
Come on in. So let's do a little break.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is that when we turned around and we started facing each other, there was one thing that needed to really bring us closer and closer. And one of the things that we have is that all our senses are pretty much all gathered around our face, right? Our mouth, our nose, our ears, our eyes, our sensation on our face. This is the only part that has no hair. So this is really a place where you feel very differently, like the inside of your hands. And now, nature did its third amazing trick. It pulled the inside of the mouth out and created lips. Now lips, no one else has lips but us. You can look at monkeys, they're like this. It's kind of nice to kiss like that, but not great. Pulls out, and then suddenly you have the most incredible experience in your life if you make it. And this is where it all connected. So kissing. Are you going to tell me I've seen primate kissing? First of all, they don't. It's all mimicking. But when they do this, you see in chimpanzees, for example, it's actually to say hello. It's nothing sexual. So we are the only one that will come forward and connect and have this gluing connection. Now this, if you think about sensoriality, your senses, it's the most intimate thing you'll ever do. The feeling of that, the taste. So suddenly you're tasting someone else. You're feeling someone else. You're so close to them, you can hear anything, any grunt, any noise. There's nothing more intimate than kissing. And if anything, it's more intimate to kiss than to lick each other's genitals. And you see it a lot, you know, in places that you don't have so necessarily the emotional connection. You can have sex with someone you don't really know from the back, happy days done. Kissing someone, and this is, I'm not just suggesting it. It happens. So my point is here, you know, reclaim the frontness of us. And this has changed so many things in our society, and let me give you just 3 of them that are incredible. So because our babies are now absolutely incapable and we have to deal with this, and we're trying to come together and have a couple, we also have to raise them for a long time. So compared to all the other mammals, we stay together a longer time. So when eventually, when they're 30, you let them go, they are also trying to find someone else to couple with, to just fill the void that they had from such a connection with their parents. So that's also fed into this process of trying to create another couple.
And welcome to day 1. This morning we're going to be kickstarting our day with a sanctum hike. And a sanctum hike is basically a nomadic mindful movement which is designed to move the body and expand the mind. I believe, but I'm going to find out when I get down there is an element of music that's involved. I think you're given headphones, and we're essentially going to be just exploring the island and undertaking these activities with the Sanctum team. Apparently it's incredible, possibly even emotional. So we're really looking forward to getting out, A, seeing the island, B, enjoying the sun, and C, of course, getting to discover the Sanctum hike. My wonderful wife is making a racket next to me. I thought I'd bring myself into the bathroom, where it's a little bit quieter because she's outside and she comes in and makes a racket.
You can't screw it up here.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Also, whilst we're waiting for my lovely wife to stop making a racket, this is how I overpack for a 3-day trip. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black t-shirts, because you can never have too many black t-shirts. A few jackets, that to be fair is okay. And then just overpacked on options for the evening. I just didn't know what was going down. So anyway, I'm happy with my colour coordinated packing. But where were we? So yeah, that's the plan of action. We'll then be grabbing a bite to eat here at the Six Senses. Tomorrow's due to be a little bit more cloudy, and so I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. Maybe do some of the more indoory activities and sit down talks. Essentially, intelligent change, it's very multifaceted. It's not just about healthy living and well-being, it's also about AI, sustainability, fashion. The whole weekend is very widespread, and it was really interesting last night when Alex Icon purposefully chose to start the topic of conversation about death, which is obviously a topic of conversation that we always avoid. As humans, we don't want to talk about death because, let's face it, it's not a very positive or uplifting topic, but it's a real topic. And so we kind of started the session off, or the evening off last night, really kind of embracing that thought and just trying to think about the importance of life and how we need to embrace each and every moment. It was a really deep and meaningful start to the evening. There was a lovely poem which was read by a girl called Ali. I don't know her second name, do you?
No. I'm going to watch my TV because we've got to go.
That's okay. It was absolutely incredible, very touching, very emotional. And so, yeah, it started the evening off in a completely different and unpredictable direction. Lovely to sit at the table last night and to have really great conversation with lots of different and open minds. And then of course we went on to have the sex talk, or the, would you call it a sex talk?
Anthropology and impurity.
If you could make any sense of that. Lydia's currently brushing her teeth. Yeah, so anyway, we went on to have that talk, and it was fascinating, like literally blew my mind. And while some of it isn't science-based, there is just been lots of research and self-experience that have led to those conversations, and very fascinating as well. Talking about evolution is something that I'm quite interested in, actually. So we're going to get going now, because as you can hear, we are in a rush, and so I will be documenting the hike, and then we'll catch up with you later on today.
So we just collected our Sanctum headphones. This is where we're going to be listening to music and also the instructor. Looks like this guy's our instructor. He's got the Britney on. Wow, it's quite a good turnout so far. And it is a beautiful morning. Alright, so we just finished off getting ready, and before we came out I brought a night running vest, but it's a little bit tight around my armpits, and so I passed it on to Lydia, and today she is our official camel. She's got water up in here, she's got the sunnies over here, spin around for us, and then in a little camel hump we've got another water, insect repellent. We are fully loaded. A night running vest serving us well today.
Your excitement is spilling over.
I just think it's a very effective way of immersing all of us in a collective experience.
Totally.
We've just finished off the Sanctum hike, which was so invigorating, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now we've just headed down to grab a smoothie, I think. Looks like people have been talked into trying new anti-aging, boost libido. Okay, so it's like probably a natural med drink. We'll give it a whirl. Well, my wonderful wife has picked up some bulletproof coffee for us. Little tash there. So yeah, we're going to enjoy this. I haven't had one of these in a very long time. The real deal as well, I've been told. All of the good stuff. Liz and I are just looking around the hotel just to see how it's developed over the last couple of years. And we found this little sanctuary down here. It's absolutely beautiful. We're just down at the rocks, which is at the base of the hotel, soaking up the midday sun just before lunch.
Heirloom carrots, heirloom pumpkin roasted with pesto. We've got cauliflower with peanut butter or almond butter, tuna, parsley. Oh my god, like my mouth is just like watering watching this. It's just so good.
Well, we're just about to go for the hot and cold treatment at the Six Senses Spa. It was very hard to peel ourselves away from the pool just then. very relaxed.
Thank you so much.
After the Sanctum hike this morning, which, if I haven't mentioned already, was just the most incredible way to start the day. It was so uplifting, really energizing. We went and had a smoothie. We had the bulletproof coffee, as I did show you actually. We then came back to the room, chucked some swimwear on and headed to the pool. And it was really difficult to peel ourselves away because we were so comfortable, so relaxed. It was really quiet down there. The birds were swooping in, and using the pool to have a drink and a bath, because I believe it's a natural water pool as well. And then the decision had to be made. Did we want to go and do hot and cold therapy? And we decided to go ahead with it because the whole purpose we're here is to experience and discover these things. And so essentially we did some breathing techniques. We then went and hopped into a steam room. I think we did around about 10 minutes in there. It was really hot. Again, we just did some deep breaths and some breath work. We then walked out and then went and did a swim in the sea. And the sea at the moment, somebody said they predicted, it was just an estimate, that it was probably around anywhere from 12 to 15 degrees. So it's not super cold, but it was cold enough to get the body tingling. It didn't take your breath away, but it certainly got you breathing. And after about 2 minutes, you started to acclimatize. And I'm sure that it was incredibly good for our skin. It felt amazing. And then we went and jumped back into the steam room and did another session in there before going and doing some breath work and some relaxation / meditation. I've not quite got to a meditative state yet, but we went in there and did some breath work, which again was super relaxing. And we wrapped that up, and we've just come back to the room because this evening we have the Alexis French performance, which we're going to be enjoying, I think around 7ish, and then we have dinner tonight at the Cave, I think it is, or Cove, which I'm not sure what's in store. I'm assuming it will be very similar to last night, which was absolutely delicious. The food here is so nice. It's super organic. I believe that they have a farm either on site or very close to the site, so we're eating really fresh fruit and veg, and we're just trying to make smart choices, and both of us are feeling really energized and really positive already, and we've been here for what, 24 hours? So yeah, it's been a really uplifting trip so far. And so I'm going to get changed and we'll make our way down for the evening ahead.
Good evening. We have just finished shooting Lydia in this beautiful setting. The Six Senses has blossomed since our last visit. It just looks absolutely incredible.
Getting a round of applause, babe.
Thank you. However, I thought I'd quickly use this spot to show you my outfit of the day. I'm wearing a Luca Filoni blue linen shirt. Their linen shirts are just impeccable. This is called the Portofino. I'm actually working with them over on Instagram. And yeah, I was actually a consumer of this shirt. I've got about 10 of them, and then they came into work, so good times. And then these trousers are linen, and they're from Brillia 1949. Again, I'm a big fan of these, and they've just been cut with a slightly longer leg, so they just sit really nicely on my foot, and they just have a slight break in them, a quarter break I'd say. And then I've gone with the Hermes sandals, and then I've got my necklace on, which very fitting for the event, and this is from the Hall Patel collection. That's it.
I came to music tapping away on the kitchen table. That's how I learned to play the piano. You can learn to play the piano without having a piano. Hey, okay? So that's a real life hack for you, and it's a really cool way of doing it, to understand the geography of the piano without having one. So when my parents eventually bought me a piano, having played the kitchen table for a year, I could play the piano. And we had this upright piano that arrived on the back of a truck, and I played the G sharp, and then the world kind of opened up to me then. I discovered I had formed something called perfect pitch, so I could hear music, see it, and stuff like that, and improvise it. And the improvising thing is interesting because I draw on people's energy, so I draw on your energy, and it's that act of co-creation in concert, and that act of spontaneous invention that I find so powerful. I'm often asked about improvisation, and I come back with something really simplistic, and it seems almost dismissive, but I say it's in the air, it's just everywhere, you just need to know where to find it. And that's essentially the truth of it all. You play the piano, So Jack plays the piano and he practices for 2 hours a day. And as a doctor, correct me if I'm wrong, and he loves the piano, he has a real passion for music. And I just think that's so, so beautiful. I think there are so many musical people in the world who have special gifts. Many of them are not professional musicians, but that doesn't make them any less of a musician mind. My father was like that too. And so Jack, don't worry, I'm not the one to play, but I've got your name. There's an A, Jack, which is great. So we'll start with it in this piece, I think. And what's your name?
Luciana.
Thank you, Luciana. And where do you live? Berlin. Okay, so Luciana, so we've got Luciana, so what have we got? We can take this, we can take A and Luciana, we can take 2 A's. So we've got AAA, so we've not got a lot to work with, guys. This is tough, but we're going to go with AAA as a piece. And then what I think we'll do is we'll have like 3 sections. First section here, this section over here, it's got a smattering of sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. And this section here, so A, B, C, D. And the people at the back who are kind of hedging their bets. Okay. So, hello. Angie Sharp. Thank you so much, Nara. That's beautiful. So we've got AAA. All right. So I'm going to direct. I think we stand for this actually. Let's stand.
Live band. It's pumping in there. Got the ceviche. A lovely little note for Lydia. A lovely little note for me. I love your color. good morning. It's nice and early and I'm just about to head down for a little gym session. It's very windy today, it looks a little bit overcast, but it's still lovely and warm, and so I'm going to kickstart the day with a gym session and, of course, a coffee. I was going to take a look inside. I vaguely remember this being a very nice gym. Yes. The aftermath, the Spartan. Whew.
Hold on, keep it up.
Come on, we're going in the ocean, everybody's going.
Well, you'll have to excuse the alfalfa, but this morning I unexpectedly managed to jump on the Sparta class. It was held by founder himself, Joe DeCina. We basically did like a circuit and it was brutal. I think there was 5 or 6 flights of stairs we were running up and down. Completely took it out of my quads, but I feel good for it. A once in a lifetime opportunity. They're the kind of workouts that when you've done them, you're like, oh my God, that was amazing. But the thought of going to do those intense sessions, it's really difficult to get your mind into a place where you're like, yes, I'm gonna go and brutalize myself whilst I'm training in the morning. But everybody seemed to be loving it and hating it all at once. So it was a great way to start the day. Was going to do a sea swim, but there's quite a lot of jellyfish out at the moment, and so we thought better of that. I've just come back to the room. Liz is just enjoying a coffee in bed, and so we're just chatting now. We might go and do some cold water therapy in the spa, because they've got a plunge pool in there. They've also got an outdoor kids pool, which is actually really cold at the moment, so that equally works quite well. So we may do that, grab a coffee, and probably some breakfast. The sun has come out to play. My very chic wife and I are just about to head down to the pool for maybe an hour or so, just relaxing in the sun before we continue with the activities here at the Six Senses. Intelligent change lids means intelligent decision making, and this is a good decision because my body is aching. Oh, I've missed this. Yeah, avocado and eggs for breakfast this morning on the sourdough. Okay, so Lids and I are just about to take part in a farm tour, and Lydia is really passionate about this, and so I'm not going to document this on my channel. I'm going to leave it for her to cover on hers, and I'm actually going to help her capture footage of this experience. As far as I understand it, it's going to be a bit of a deeper dive into the importance of soil, and obviously the nutrients and everything that comes from that. And so we're going to go and learn, and I believe it's being taken by Arizona Muse, who is also married to Boniface, who I call Wise Man. Yeah. What did I call him? Whiz-Kid.
Whiz-Kid, yeah.
He just seems to know everything. I've seen him on a few little talks and activities, and he just takes such a diverse and vast array of subjects. So he was teaching people swimming techniques earlier. When I was finishing the training session, he was doing the cold water swim in the sea. He also took the talk that you saw at the start of the video, and so he's obviously a very intelligent and fascinating character. And so his partner that's going to be taking this farm tour, so we're going to head down now, and we're going to be actually jumping into a transfer because it isn't on site. Just finished getting ready for this evening's closing sunset ritual ahead of dinner. I thought I would quickly take the opportunity to show you my outfit. So tonight I'm wearing my Tom Sweeney Sage blazer, my Boss polo on. I've got my Xenia trousers and got very far back. We've gone for the Aurelian espadrilles. So that is my look this evening. Let's head down and enjoy our last evening at the Intelligent Change Summit. Wow, I love the sound. It's nice, huh?
We've just come down to see the lads for a morning coffee. Gone for a cappuccino. Breakfast is in full swing. One of the things I have to say about staying here at the Six Senses, the food has been absolutely incredible. They do an impeccable job of dressing up what can be quite bland food, quite healthy food, and making it just taste insane. So I'm going to enjoy some breakfast and then I'll catch you back in the room.
Well, our time here at the Six Senses for the Intelligent Change Summit has come to an end. It's been an incredibly invigorating, freeing experience. The whole purpose of this event was to bring, I guess, very like-minded people together to enhance the mind, body and soul. So there were conversations, as I mentioned, throughout the few days that covered everything from mindfulness, awareness, wellness, sustainability, business, impact. God, the list just goes on and on. Intimacy, as you saw in this video. There were just so many conversations, and I think that me and Lydia probably could have stayed here for another 2 weeks, listening and soaking in all of the information that was being shared from these incredible professionals, doctors, and very experienced individuals. I might have an opportunity later today to do a little meditation session just to see how that goes, because it is something that I think that I've learned on this trip, that breath work is something that I really want to give a go, because it's such a unique and natural experience. And so if I can home in a little bit on understanding how to perform it and how to practice it, I think that would then equip me with the tools to then go home and do it in my own time, and not so much have to rely on having a teacher. If somebody can show me like the basic steps that you need to take. I guess takeaways from this trip are to be more conscious, to be more aware, and to be more present. And I think that in life we move so quickly and there are so many distractions, and we don't often take the opportunity in our day-to-day lives to just be present in the moment, just to listen to the body. I guess dive deep into the foundations of true self-care. It's just been an incredible experience. There's been moments of emotion, there's been moments of enlightenment, and there's just been fascinating conversations even in between the talks that have been taking place. All of the attendees, they all seem to have incredible amounts of experience and knowledge in their passions and their fields, and so just having conversations over lunch with people has been a really incredible experience. We feel very grateful to have had the opportunity. Mimi and Alex Icon, who put this event on, have done an absolutely incredible job, and for us to be able to have experienced and been involved in this, it's just been, I think, a once in a lifetime opportunity for Lids and I, because we are people that like to grow and evolve, and we're very open. We embrace change, and we believe that whilst we're super content and happy with life, there is always something new to learn. And I believe that if you're open and you're willing to listen, then you can always evolve for hopefully the better. And that is kind of one of the main takings that we've had from being here, is just to ensure that we continue to grow and evolve. And change, whilst I feel sometimes in the UK in particular can be shameful, like that is not who you were. Why are you acting like this? You've changed. Are you okay? And actually it's something that should be celebrated. Growth should be celebrated and embraced, rather than looked at as being shameful or something that's been forced from a negative environment, because it doesn't have to be that way at all. And so, yeah, a massive thank you to the Intelligent Change team, A, for having us, and B, for putting on this incredible event. The Six Senses as a venue has just been so peaceful, and again, the attendees and everybody that's been a part of this has just been such a joy and uplifting community to be around. So we're going to wrap this video up. Me and Lydia are going to be heading back to the UK later on this afternoon, and so I just thought I would quickly sit down and give a little bit of a summary. There is so much that I would love to sit and talk about. Obviously we did that incredible talk about soil and the kind of fundamental flaws in agriculture and the farming industry, and the changes that need to be made for a more sustainable industry. And it seems like there are great steps that are being taken, but I don't want to talk too much on that because of course Lydia covered it on her channel. And so as always, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you next Wednesday at 5 p.m. and as always, I'll leave all of the links in the description box down below.